In the early years of Black Foodie, our audience jumped from 8,000 people to 28,000 people really quickly. Want to know how we could have done even better? Let's find out. In my opinion, a digital community is made up of two main factors. Number one, it's specific. Whether you're talking about a business or a blog, a community is rooted around a specific idea or shared interests. People should know what they're going to get when they head over to your page. And number two, it's interactive. Your content is relatable and it should drive people to comment, share, and save your posts and articles. But more importantly, you and your followers engage with each other in the comments of your content. I would also say that a good digital community has a strong reputation and that it's a little bit predictable. If you do it right, people won't be surprised by the brand collaborations you announce because you've created content and built partnerships based on the types of topics you usually talk about.
It also means you feel welcome to engage and provide feedback or contribute in other ways. And with Black Foodie, we see this in the way that the community uses the hashtags Black Foodie to showcase their love of food, or the ways that the community always tags us or DMs us restaurant suggestions or recipes that we have to check out. They identify so much with the community that they invite others to join, share videos, and definitely save the post too to show their friends. Now let's talk about what it takes to build a digital community. Here's the advice that I would have given my younger self when I first started Black Foodie. First off, be open and be bold. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, even if it means your first post isn't perfect. Don't be afraid to send a DM or reach out to another creator. You don't have to be an editing pro or a videographer in order to make really good content. You just need to have good ideas and a willingness to try and fail and start again. Never be afraid to pivot either. The internet is changing so fast, that means that you need to be ready to change too. And then third, be consistent with your content creation. I know this is the annoying one, but a shooting schedule and planning goes such a long way in building a community that people can come back to and tell their friends about. Attracting the right people and connecting with them by being curious will go such a long way.
Now let's talk about attracting the right people and connecting with them. Being open and authentic about who we are as a team and the foods and chefs we love always makes a huge difference in the content we post because it makes it even more relatable. If you're posting a recipe video that took you 3 attempts to get right, share that with your audience. If the first time you baked a cake, you burnt it, add it into your captions or turn it into an online article to help other people out.
I'd also like to suggest that you legitimately connect with the people who comment on your posts. I mean, this is a tip that's always suggested in blogs, but it really works. I love interacting with our own content, but it also is helpful to take time to scroll through our feeds and congratulate the business owners who follow us and the influencers we relate to, and just the people who are supporting us in our community. This digital conversation should be going 2 ways, and you should be learning from and as much about your audience as they're learning about you. Plus, going through the comments and DMs will help you figure out what kind of content performs well and what your audience wants to see, which will lead to more engagement, and of course, that leads to a bigger community.
Speaking of content for your audience, here are 3 types of social posts that we've noticed perform pretty well within the Black Foodie community. Number 1, casual questions. These posts are usually text posts or community tweets that ask our audience to share their opinion about something specific in the comments. You usually get a lot of silent followers commenting on these posts because so many other people are doing it as well, so they're great for high engagement. Post number 2 is industry trivia. On our page, these posts are usually pictures of unusual fruits or unique dishes that we ask the audience to identify. What's great about these posts is that they create space for your followers to identify common ground. For us, people usually get to find folks from the same region or country in the comments. But for beauty or lifestyle pages, your followers might end up connecting over a shared love of products, techniques, or hobbies.
You know what? I really love our Would You Rather posts. The Would You Rather pieces are great for high engagement because it doesn't take much for someone to type yes or no in the comments. Plus, we find that a lot of people like to share these kinds of posts with their friends, which often leads to new followers, so I definitely suggest that you add this to your content mix. Also, don't sleep on the behind the scenes footage. Our audience is super interested in the process of building Black Foodie, so they love seeing behind the scenes footage and the bloopers, and so I've made that a priority, and I think this will really help you along your digital creator journey too.
Before we leave, remember that setting your boundaries is important, but a difference of opinion can be a great thing in a digital community. So ask a lot of open-ended questions, connect with people in the comments, and demonstrate that your digital community is a safe space for people who have different opinions. But of course, use the block and delete buttons for those comments that you know are just meant to cause trouble.
In the next episode, we're gonna talk a little bit about how to become the face of your community. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss an episode. Peace!